Hi lovies, I haven't seen you in like forever, and I'm gonna let you know now. The reason why it's been taking me forever to upload on YouTube is because I broke my ankle, and like I broke my tibia and my fibula basically, and I had to get surgery. So I've been like in and out of like doctor appointments, hospital, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna come with you today with a new episode, creating a new you and becoming the main character. First, ignore my hair. We all know if you want to get to an ash blonde, a certain ash blonde, and you have dark ass hair, obviously it's gonna take a few processes to get to the blonde you want to get. So try to like not stare at it too much. I know I look like Chucky, but just try not to look at it like that because that's rude. Also, I can't really do much with my leg being like this, so it's getting there. Ooh. Just a couple years ago, and not too long ago actually, like a couple years ago, I was very unhappy with myself. I was unhappy with how I looked. I was unhappy with the way I dressed. I was unhappy with my weight. I was unhappy with basically almost everything in my life and how it was going. I was unhappy with my income and my job. I felt like I was not achieving anything in life. If you feel anywhere near that, I know exactly where you're coming from, because I was on that same boat until I decided to become the main character in my life. I decided that I was so sick of it. Like, I know I'm still overweight now and I'm not perfect. I'm still growing. There's still a lot more that I need to achieve, but I do know for a fact that this is probably the happiest I've been in so long, because I took the following steps to take initiative and change things in my life. I decided to take certain steps in my life that is helping me evolve and get to the girl that I want to become. And if you hate yourself right now, then this video is for you. But mind you, I'm not telling you that you need to change yourself because you think you're ugly. I'm not telling you need to change yourself because you completely have body dysmorphia or any of the other things. If your case is more extreme, then of course contact a mental support system, a mental support therapist. I want to give that disclaimer. I'm not here to treat anybody who has like body dysmorphia or like any people with eating disorders and that kind of thing. That no, this video isn't for you. It's for more like minor changes where you want to be the best version of yourself. You want to become the best version of yourself. You want to let go of bad habits. You want to live your best life. You want to become the best you, evolve into a better you and reach your maximum potential. Then this video is for you. This is the first step we're gonna do. Okay, we're going to design the main character together, you and I. We're going to design her, and let's start with physical attributes. How does this girl look? All right, so let's start with me. Lead example, me. When I decided to make my main character, I wanted to see a version of myself that was about 30 pounds smaller than where I was. When I started my weight loss journey, I was about 215 pounds. I am down right now to 192. I still need a lot to go because I want to get to 170 pounds. That's about more than a 50 pound weight loss. I'm still working on her, but that is what I envisioned in my head. Another thing that I envisioned of her was I made this whole vision board, and I'll put a picture of it. If I still have it, I'll put a picture of it here. But I put a vision board of what I envisioned her wearing. Like, she was wearing like dresses. She's super girly. She's super feminine and super soft. That's just the version of myself that I want it to be. So she had cute jewelry. You know, she had her makeup done every day. She wasn't in bed with, you know, her little messy bun every day like I was doing for a while. Your character, does she have glasses? Does she have long hair? Does she have lip filler? Or is she all natural? What kind of shoes does she wear? Like, we're working on the physical right now, okay? So once you envision her in your head, or you have a vision board or something where you have a clear picture of what she looks like, then it's time for the next step. So this next step is gonna sound kind of brutal, but we're about to hold a funeral. Moment of silence. This funeral is going to be for your old self. We're going to bury her, and we're going to bury her along with other habits that are just not working with her. So they gotta go. She gotta go. You need to remember the following. The key for this funeral is to detach. So this is what I mean. Here lies Mara. She was not the best. She yelled a lot. And she drank more than usual, like a normal person should. She was in her masculine energy. Along with myself, I'm going to bury my old habits that I didn't like about myself. I didn't like that I constantly was angry. I had hella anger issues. Blamed a lot of the negative stuff in my life on a lot of people. So I decided to bury that in my funeral. In my funeral, I'm also going to bury my bad habits. I was drinking too much. I had cortisol face. I had cortisol body. Like, I know I'm not snatched right now. I'm not snatched, but this is the most I've seen my jawline in years. If I have a picture of my old face, I'll post it here. But like, girl, like, I could see my neck. That's progress to me. And I'm going to see my neck even more. Like, in the future, I'm still going to work on myself. I still have a long way to go. So I am just I take a moment, and I take a moment to be grateful and take in gratitude of how far I've came so far. So don't forget, don't beat yourself up when you have in your weak moments where you fall into your old ways. Just remember to always pick yourself up and recognize that you did fall. But remember to dust yourself off and keep going, because it's not easy. The ghost is gonna rise up and come back into your life here and there to try to tempt you into going back to your old ways. Don't let it consume you, and don't fall back into your ways permanently and just give up on your goals. There was moments in my weight loss journey in the past couple years where I had my week that I was doing awesome, and then my next week I was just binging out, and I would blame it on my period. And yeah, we do get our cravings when it's during our cycle, our menstrual cycle, but I was like going overkill. Like, it's the week of my cycle, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. Like, have your little treat. Take your day to do whatever you want to do, but make sure that you're not applying it to the rest of the week. Change it. Make sure that you're putting some discipline in yourself. For example, for my girlies out there that are trying to quit smoking, or for my girlies out there that are trying to quit cursing, or whatever it is that you're trying to stop doing, bury it all in there. Like, take a moment to realize what you don't like about yourself, right? Down all the bad stuff you want to change about yourself, and then when you design your new main character, write the opposite of those bad habits. For example, my main character, the version that I want to be, is very soft-spoken, grateful, and she's very positive, and her energy is always bubbly and a better me. Take responsibility for your wrongs. Realize that, put your ego to the side and realize that you have been wrong in situations where you think you were right in. You have to remember to detach. So I have a video discussing this detachment and how to detach and why you should detach and when it's time to detach. So if you need to learn how to detach, I would say watch that video after this one, because I give some really good tips about detaching and signs of when someone doesn't really care about you. I'm gonna focus on what and who you're detaching from. This can be from relationships, this can be your partner, this can be even family members, this can be anything that triggers your old self or your old bad ways, your old bad habits, they need to go. When it's detachment from people, you have to detach yourself from people that are toxic around you, that only want the worst for you. There's friends out there that are only your friend when your lifestyle is just as low as them, or like if they try to see you elevate and they see that you want to do better for yourself, they'll just make fun of you, or then they'll start to talk crap about you and say, oh, well, you think you're better than us now, or like, oh, you think you're too good to hang out with us. Those aren't your friends, buddy. Those are not your friends. Like, friends want to see their friends succeed. Friends want to see your friend do better. If something is destroying you, a real friend is going to tell you, yo, that shit's destroying you. Now the next step we're going to do is we're going to create her routine. We are going to create her day routine and her night routine, what she does for a living, what she does in her day. I know she does something every day to be productive. I know that for a fact. But it's depending on your goals is what she's doing. So is she waking up at 5 in the morning? Is she waking up at 7 in the morning? Is she waking up at 8? What is she doing? Is she going to the gym? Is she going to school? Is she going to work? Is she doing all three? Is she going to go get her matcha in the morning, having brunch with her friends in the morning? Like, what is she doing? What's her skincare routine like? What's her workout routine like? What does she eat in lunch? What does she eat for dinner? What does she cook? Like, I need to know everything about her. We need to know her whole routine, because this is what we're gonna do next. Once we have her routine down, we're going to apply her hobbies. We're gonna apply her routine and her habits into our lifestyle. See, the mistake you are making is that you are waiting till you're there to start acting like her and to start applying her daily routine and her daily schedule to your life. You can't do that. You need to start doing that, applying her habits, her routine, her everything to where you're at right now. So even if you don't feel skinny, even if you don't feel pretty, even though you're not there yet, you're not at your goals, you're not making the money that you want to be making, or whatever your goal is, you need to start pretending that you are. This is called mindset shift. So you're going to click that button in your brain and you're going to say, I'm already hurt. What is this? Would she eat that? Would she put that in her body? Would she hang out with those people? Would she be with that type of partner? Would she tolerate him putting his hands on you? Would she tolerate a friend persuading you to drink alcohol even though you told her that you want to quit? Then the next thing that I want to say, and I always talk about this in my videos, but it's so important to me, and it's about changing your environment or where you're at. Let me bring up an example. Let's say you live in a household where all your roommates wake up at 5 in the morning and say, come on girl, it's time to go to the gym, wake up. And they all have a sleep schedule, a decent sleep schedule as well. They go to sleep at 9 p.m. every night, but they make sure that the day's productive. Oh, after we go to the gym, we're gonna go reward ourselves. We're gonna go to that new protein shake bar that opened like a couple blocks away. We're gonna go and reward ourselves with a matcha protein shake or something. Come on, let's go. Like, you need, like, that type of energy is contagious, and you are going to act the same exact way. Their lifestyle is going to rub off on you. If you're in a household or in an area where everybody is waking up at noon or at 1 and they're waking up hungover and they have no ambition and no motivation to do any improvement in their life, that's going to bring this like heavy energy on you, like this heavy cloud, and it's gonna rub off on you as well. You are going to be living the same exact way if you keep surrounding yourself with those type of people. People are magnetic. Like, energy is contagious. So when I say change your environment, you have to move. Even if you have to move away, and you're like probably like, oh, I don't have the money to move right now. Like, you better start a game plan. If there's a will, there's a way. Staying in that environment is not going to make any changes to you. So the goal of this video is to make you become unrecognizable. The goal of this video is to make you become the best amplified version of yourself and just help you reach your maximum potential. And I want to see you win. So that is why I am sharing these steps with you in this video, because that is what I'm currently doing with my life. And although I'm not where I want to be yet, I am halfway there. I could proudly say I'm halfway there. And in the beginning of this year is when I started my journey. I started my journey where I changed my total mind shift, and I want to put out videos on my YouTube channel to help anybody else who feels stuck like I did. That's gonna be pretty much, that's the purpose of my YouTube channel, is to share what I've been doing to grow, because I want to help everybody else who felt like where I was at. I was in such a dark place, and I'm convinced that I had, undiagnosed depression. I had something bad hindering, and it came from my childhood, came from my teenage years, and in my 20s it got worse. And it's just now, it's like it's like God opened the curtain to my eyes. And a lot of people could say it's probably because our prefrontal cortex is fully developed now, but to me, I feel like it's more than that. Like, it's even spiritual at a point. So that's pretty much what I want to share in this video, and I'm so glad you stuck around to watch. If you made it all the way in the end, then you're a real one. And I wish you the best in your journey. I wish you the best in life, basically. And I'll put out a vlog soon of what's been going on with me lately, so stay tuned for that. So subscribe to my channel so you're notified when it comes out, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.